Excellent.
We are live.
All right. Hi, everybody. Will Faerber here. And once again, I'm with Hannah, and she's got Duke out there for us. So it's 85 degrees where they are today, kind of crazy hot. So what we're going to do today is go ahead and put the side reins on in the upper position. We're going to do a quick little warm up that way and just see how he handles that without doing any stretch beforehand. Mhm.
Oh, you're gonna have to change the stirrups because I rode yesterday.
Okay.
That neck is looking good. Nice.
Walk.
Just go ahead and keep walking him. I'll be right back in 1 second. I gotta do something. Good. That walk going? Yeah, it's nice and active. We just wait for him to just relax into that contact a little bit. But that's coming really nicely. Very nice, like this. And keep that going. Good, there, looks like that. Good. Good. Very good. Keep that going. That's very nice. Excellent. Keep that walk going. Just look for him to yield just a little bit and just begin to have a little bigger swing through his top line there, but that's coming really nicely. Like that. Just keep trying to yield those hindquarters a little bit. Keeping the walk. Like that. Good job. Very nice. Good. Again, you see what a different effect it has when we took the side reins up on top, rather than what so many people do is to put them on the side and keep tightening them, trying to pull the horse's head over. So you can see when he begins to step up and through, he goes nicely up into the bridle. And just walk a little bit longer. Good, keep that going. That's really good. Keep it going. Good there, starting to soften a little bit more even yet. That's really good, really good. Very nice, keep that going. Keep pushing his hindquarters out just a little bit more so we get him just a little shoulder forward, get a little more engagement like that. Really nice, right there, good, good. Good, keep that going. Very nice. Keep it going just like that. Good. He starts to soften just a little bit more. Good. And go ahead and ask him to trot. Good. Good. Yeah, it's coming really nicely. Like this. And just bring him a little closer to you and just yield his hindquarters out a little more to get his hindquarters to just move out on the circle a little bit more like that. So engage him a little bit more. Yeah, going. Yeah, good. Good. Keep that. Good. Keep that.
Good boy.
Very good. Good. Keep it going. Like that. So every time he kind of lifts up like that, yield his hindquarters a little bit till he drops back into the contact again. And of course, when he does, then try to have some strides where you do nothing at all, where you're not driving him, you're just letting him go on around the circle. We're looking for him to take up that position and maintain it all by himself. Good, that's coming really nicely. Good. Keep it going. Now ask him to walk again. Very nice in that downward transition. Keep it going. Really good walk now. And again, ask him to trot. Good. Very good. Keep that. Very good. Just keep trying to yield his hindquarters just a little bit. Good. Right there. Really nice. Really nice there. Really good engagement. Keep that. Good. Right there. Good job. Keep that. Keep it flowing and going. Good. And again, let him walk. So now we can start practicing a few more transitions at this point, because he's starting to be steady in the gait. So once we see that, then we can start to ask for transitions. Yeah, get him to soften the walk like that. Really nice. Good active walk. And again, trot. Good job. Once again, bring him a little closer to and just yield his hindquarters a little bit. That's coming really good. Good, keep that. Good. And again, walk. Good, keep the walk.
Walk.
And again, trot.
Trot.
Really good. Really nice upwards transition that time. Much better. So again, yield his hindquarters just a little bit to get a little more push from the back end. Good. Keep that. Good. Now ask him to canter. Good. Good. Other than getting the wrong lead there. Good. Hey, she corrected himself. Good boy. Keep going. Really nice. That's starting to look good. Very nice. Now trot.
Trot.
A little rough downwind transition, but not bad. Got himself settled into it, but the canter was really quite good for him, best I've seen. Keep that trot. Now just bring him a little closer to you, so we're going to work him on a little bit smaller circle now. Finish in this direction right there. Good. Now keep him right about there. Just keep yielding those hindquarters a little bit. You get a little more push. Keep it there. It begins to yield into it. Yeah, that's it. Keep it there. Keep it there. Good, 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 good. Good. And keep that. And let him walk again. Very nice. And go ahead and let him halt and change directions. That was really good. Now look how nicely lit up the muscles on his top line of his neck are right now. Standing back there looking at that. That's what we want to see.
Walk. Walk. Ooh.
Once again, just walking good. Good. Keep that going for a moment. Get him just soften a little bit in that walk. Keep trying to yield his hindquarters a little bit to the outside. That's better.
Walk. There.
Good there. Good job. Like that. Very nice. Keep that. Good. Next time he yields to the bridle, starts to soften a little bit coming around there. Good. Keep working that. Good there. Now go ahead and ask him to trot. I'm just waiting for that to happen a little bit. There's a little bit more trouble in this direction. Keep it going though. Once again, yielding his hindquarters a little bit more. Good there. Good there. Good. Keep that. Good. That's getting better now. Good. Keep it. Now he comes up, you just yield the hindquarters a little bit more till he begins to soften and back into the contact. Good. Yeah, good there. Good. Keep that. That's what we want to see. Good. Keep that there. Keep that. Just a little more active. See if we can get a little more out of him than he's giving us right there. Get a little more push out of him, a little more lift. Like that. There we go. That's getting better now. There you go. Good. Yeah, he's starting to swing a little freer in front instead of stabbing the front legs down. That's what we want to see. This big swing from the shoulder. Keep that going. And just try to yield his hindquarters a little bit so he just gives a little more over his back. Like that. Good. That's a better trot now. Good. He's lifting himself a little better now. That's much better. Keep that. Good there. Good job now. Keep that. Really good. Go ahead and let him canter a little bit. That's all right. It was a good canter transition. And now ask him back to the trot.
And try.
So, once in a while when they do something and we didn't ask for it, it was a nice transition. We don't immediately want to shut them down because he was really expressed himself quite nicely there. Didn't go crazy or anything. Just keep that. And then, boy, we got a nicer and more active and more through trot after we did that. So, really good. And again, every time he comes up, we just ask him to yield his hindquarters a little bit till he stretches back into the contact. Like this. Keep that going. Like this. Good. Good. Now bringing him closer to you, just like we did the other direction. So you're just yielding the hindquarters a little bit more, but that's looking really good today. Really nice. Just like this. Really good. Keeping them a little closer to you now, keeping that little more power as we get a little more lift out of them. Keep that good. And just a little touch of your rein to bring his pole up a little bit like that when he tries to get down too low like that. Good. Keep that. Keep that. Keep yielding the hindquarters a little bit. Good. Good. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Power. And now ask him to walk again. Good. Keep that walk now. Keep it going. And again, trot. Good. And right away, just yielding his hindquarters a little bit there. Keep him up. Keep him up. Push the hindquarters out a little bit more. Needs a little more engagement on this side. It's getting better. Good. Good. Keep it going like that. Good. There we go. Now we're getting there. Right there. Good. Keep it. Keep that. Very nice. Right there. Good job. Right there. Keep that. Right there. Now just a little. I see him start to roll a little too much. Then ask for a little bit more activity. Bring the head up like that. Like that. It's really nice right there. Excellent work. Excellent working trot. Keep it. Just right there. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. That's excellent. 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 And let him walk. Very nicely done. And you may let him halt. What a nice walk we had after that, too. Let him halt, and we're ready to get up. That was really good. So generally, just because it was so hot, my thinking is very often they're nice and warmed up already. So we don't have to do so much to get the chill out of them, so to speak, letting them warm up. And sometimes they're ready to go right into it like that, which he was today. So that was really good.
I'm on night turnout now, so he was in the stall all day
All right.
because the bugs are so bad outside.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing here. It stayed so cold that we haven't gotten any bugs yet. They keep saying it's going to be a terrible mosquito year, but it's still so cold that they haven't materialized yet.
Well, you guys are lucky.
So far, but I just keep keeping my breath. And I keep weed whacking.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That's my hobby.
Where you at with that?
Up on, so 13 or 18.
I was gonna say it was on 13.
That's 18.
We're at the crowd.
All right. Whenever you're ready, just go enlarge there to the right. It's starting off nicely. Now, instead of looking for the stretch, I'm looking for him to stretch into. I kind of want to start off and do kind of just what we did on the side reins there, rather, or on the lunge line. It's just keeping him in a nice moderate position like that, asking him to become active, and just letting him soften into the contact and see if that will happen. Just keep trying to make the walk a little more active, but that's coming around pretty nicely, actually. Just keep going large in this walk. Just keep trying to open it. Think of the stretch, but we don't necessarily want to stretch all the way down. We're just looking for him to soften here and go more into a working walk, about like that. Just he's about midway, just softening at the jaw and pole like that. Good, that's already starting to happen nicely. There you go, just like that. Perfect. That's where I want him to be. Very nicely done, right there. Keep him right there. Every time he comes up, it's the legs that correct it. Remember to keep your chest lifted. Don't let your shoulders drop. Keep your shoulder blades flattened into your back. So we stay on our seat bones and just keep going large, just like that. Keeping that working walk, just like that. You're doing it very nicely. Keep that going. Keep the working walk and just continue to go large. And tap if you need to get a little more activity. This is actually quite good. Like that. Keep it going large. And go ahead and turn by the center line at the top and do a leg heel to the left. Good. Keep that going. Good. Really getting a big step over like this. And of course, softening the entire way, keeping the neck out long in front of you, just trying to get him to soften the jaw just like that. Really nice. Actually, that was good activity for him. Like that. Keep that walk going. Keep that working walk. Keep it mostly what you have to think about is keeping it active, just like we saw on the lunge line there. Think of how those reins are attached to the top of that bridle. Kind of want your hands to work in the same way so that your legs create the activity. And he will then just soften into the contact like that. Go ahead and keep that going large. Good, like that. Now go ahead and stretch him all the way out now. It looks like he's ready to do that. You go ahead and stretch him out down the next long side here. Good job, like that. And continue to go large. Very nice. Keep that big active swing while he stretches. He wanted to slow a little bit, but that's not bad. The fact that he wanted to get there is good. Like that. Keep that going. Really good. Go ahead and change the rein across the next diagonal. Yeah. Really coming nicely now. Keep working that. Being the stretch a little bit bigger, the step a little bit bigger, but this is coming really nicely. And taking that diagonal. Always remembering to look 5 feet before that letter that you're going to, so you have plenty of time to bend back onto the track before you get to the corner. Keep that big step going. You'll stretch on down even deeper. See if you can get it even a little bit further. Just on a circle here. I want you to stretch them all the way down before we bring them back up again. So use your circle to get him off of that inside leg, to get him activating off your his inside hind leg, like that. Keep working that. Work with your fingers there, just a little more, soften him as jaw and pull. There you go, like that. You have to work with it. So it's not just a loose rein. So if he's not giving us what we want, then we do work with the reins a little bit. That is by saw there, like that. That's it. Beautiful, just like that. That's what I wanted to see. Now I want you to just shorten your reins and bring his pole up into the working position from that. You have to always know we can get that big give. You feel how his back just gave and came up underneath you when that just happened. All of a sudden the step got bigger. Now go large in your working walk. Really good. Much better walk. Keep it going now. And at the top, turn down by the center line and leg yield to the right. Good. And leg yield to the right. Okay. Keep that going. Good. It's getting better. Keep it going. Keep it going. Watch he doesn't have too much tilt up to his inside rein, to your left rein there. Sometimes his nose is just tilting a little too much to the inside. So if you see that happening, you know you've got a little bit too much. Now go ahead and stretch him all the way down again in a circle, unactive. Getting to really stretch out in front of you now, even a little bit more. There you go, all the way down like this. Good job. Keep that. Good. Good. Keep that around your circle. Now make the step a little bit bigger even. You see how big we can get the step now that he's in that stretch. How much can we get? A little bit more even yet. There you go. He really wants to take it there. Feel him start to step out a little bit more out from underneath you. That's what I want to see, how that energy then brought the head and neck forward. That's what I want to see. That's good. Keep that going like that. Keep that feeling of those big steps underneath you as he reaches into the contact and stretches forward like that. Good. Now bring him back up into the working position again. So you're just shortening the range, try to keep your back flowing along with him. Don't restrain in your back at all. Stretch yourself up a little straighter as you want to bring up those reins. You want to bring yourself really straight through your back. Be sure you're square on your seat bones. Your legs are not tight and your toes are just lifted, but they're never tight. You're using your leg and then releasing it, never keeping it pressed into the back of the horse. Good. Now ask him to soften so we get a little more of a working position. You've got a good step now. Let's see if we can bring it up underneath you a little bit more and get a little more activity like that as we bring him into the contact, like that. We get a little more flexion to the jaw and pull, which means we get a little more lift in the back, like that. Keep that now and go large. A little more active. Don't let it get slow and ponderous. Keep it going there. Keep it going, a little more active. And just keeping in a working walk as you go large down this long side, building more activity in it as you prepare to trot. Yeah, keep that. Keep good. You're building for the trot. Good, like that. Now keep that much activity. But now actually what we're going to do is we're not actually going to trot. We're going to do a shoulder forward down the next long side. I was just getting you to get the walk more active, and now you do. Now keep him this active as you go down the next long side and a little bit of shoulder forward. So the trick is that we really want to always have a horse feeling underneath us like we could ask for something to change very quickly, that's prepared. We have that feeling of that energy at our disposal to do what we want with. That's what we call impulsion. That's real impulsion without resistance. If the horse is resisting you, it has no impulsion. Good, keep that walk going. That's the best one of those I've seen him do. Just keep softening it, really nice. Keep it going all the way to that corner, a couple more big steps, good. Now as you get to the end down here, right into a stretch on the circle and really make him step out and really walk out now in the circle, around the circle once. And really stretch up while you're doing it. Drop your shoulders, don't drop your chest. Stretch yourself up so you really feel yourself starting to be carried on top of the ball, like that. Good, good. Keep that going, even a bigger step. Good. Keep it going, like that. Keep it going, like that. Really nice. Keep that big step going now, just like this. Really nice. Feels like you're just sitting on an inner tube floating down the stream, hopefully. So you're not having to fight the current. Keep it going, a little tap again, a little more activity. And go ahead and change the rein across the next diagonal. Keep the stretch going, like this. And of course, try to find those moments where he really feels good underneath you, that you just let everything relax, even if it's just for a stride or two. Try to get him used to the idea that he keeps going when you just relax and let your seat keep following. And then, of course, if you have to add a little leg, then you do. But this is coming really nicely now. Keep that going across there. A little deeper in the stretch. Good, there. Now, beginning to develop a little more of a working walk again as you come to the short side, bringing him up a little bit in that walk, keeping that good feeling. And we're going to go into a shoulder 4 down the next long side. A little more active. It got a little bit slow there coming out of that corner. So add the activity again, stretching up straight again. There you go. Starting to soften nicely for you. And then shoulder 4 down the next long side. Like this. Good job. So keep moving off of your leg. Good, good. That's pretty good. Good activity there. Keep it going all the way down. Keeping a good degree of flexion of the jaw and pole. That's really quite good. Keep it going all the way down. So you'll know when you're getting good at shoulder ins when the horse feels better at the end of it rather than that like it can't move. Like that was really good. Good. And then one more time on the circle here, stretching them all the way out in front of your legs again. Really getting to reach out. That's it. Soften him all the way down like that. Really nice there. Now really big step around that circle. People who don't like to walk horses are generally people who don't understand. They're very slow horses. Once you get a horse really swinging, it feels wonderful to walk them. You can really get connected to them before you start the faster work. That's what the walk is for. Explain everything to the horse like this. Really good. Now bring him back up. That's really good walk there. Now just keeping that activity. Just try to bring the pole up from where you are there as you go large. We prepare to trot. And this time we actually are going to trot, and you just get it a little more prepared there. Build it up underneath you again. Once again, like you did before. A little more energy so you feel like the trot is there before you ask for it. You got enough energy to step up into it. And whenever you feel it as good as it's going to be, ask him to trot. Wherever you want to be. I don't care waiting. Whenever you feel it's right. That. And we're kind of going to do the same thing that we did before. So instead of worrying about the stretch, I want you to just not ask for a lot of contact, but just let your hands stay up there ahead of you like that. He's already wanting to fall, so stretch into it a little bit. Good. So just like that. Really nice. Good. Keep it going. A little more active. A little tap, creating a little more activity as he softens into the contact. And just continue to go large. Go ahead like that. He wants to go. Good. Keep that going. Now go ahead and let him stretch because he's looking for it. So let's let him have it now because he wants to go there, it seems like. Go ahead and let him have a circle there and see if he'll go into that for you. Keep yourself stretched up. Get a little behind the motion. So there's the point when you really want to get your shoulders behind the motion a little bit. Like that. And then when he starts to stretch, then you just soften that up and come forward a little bit. Like that. Good. Keep that going. Good. Go ahead and go large now. Now bring him up about midway once again. So don't say this, let him come up to about there. About midway, so once again, you're not holding him there. You've just got a length of rein that will allow him to soften into. Just like if those were side reins connected there the way we had them before. And once again, ask for a little more activity. See if he comes up. There you go, like that. Then you know it's starting to come through his back when he starts to round up underneath you instead of just resisting. That's really good right there. Really good trot right there. Keep that. And ask again, kind of popped up out of that and lost that little bit of engagement. So ask again, just like what you were doing there, till he lowers his head and neck and finds that point where he can engage a little better, like that. Good. Keep it going. Keep it going. Just getting there. Keep it going. Straight ahead. Keep it going. Straight ahead. There you go. Good. Keep it going. Keep it going. Good job there. Now let him go ahead and let him have the stretch now, all the way down. Now you really stretch up, get a little back behind the motion a little bit again as you keep him in that stretch. And the same thing in the stretch, we want to get a little behind the motion when they're really stretching deep out in front of us for our own safety as well. Because if we're tipping forward, if something does go wrong, you can go over the horse's shoulders. So it's important that we stay back a little bit like that. Really good trot now. Keep that going, just like that. Loving this, keep it. Tap again, a little more active there, coming out of this corner. And once again, now just let your hands come together in front of you. Right there. Just let them stabilize about right there and just go large. Good. Really nice. Turn out for the center line and leg heel to the left. That's it. The important thing is that he move off your leg. Once he really does well, then he'll come on the bridle. Good. Go ahead and circle here and give him a stretch out in front of you again. Lift your chest again, getting your shoulders back. Really get him out in front of you again. I'll make it a little more active. Show me a little more than what he wants to just give you there. He wants to go and be a little bit lazy. So now we need to ask him to get that a little bit more active in the stretch. That while we want him to be comfortable there, but he's still got to work a little harder. Like that. Keep that going. Good. That's a better swing in it like that. Good job there. Good. Keep that. Tap, 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 tap. Keep it going like that. Good. Very good. Go large now. Now let your hands come together in front of you again. Keep your shoulders back as you keep moving down the long side. Much better now. Just let your hands come together in front of you. See if you'll soften. There you go right there. Now let him come back to a walk. Wow, very nice in that downward position. That got to a really good place. Go ahead and change the rein on the next diagonal. Letting him stretch out in front of you. I'm giving you a break. I have no idea how hot it is there, so you tell me. I was thinking you might be getting a little warm by then. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Okay. And of course, always let me know if you're getting, because I have no idea how actually hot it is there. Like that. Really good walk. Keep that in front of you. But this is really coming nicely. Really nice. Keep that going. That big open walk like that. Excellent. Remember to keep your chest lifted, shoulder blades flattened into your back a little bit. There, good. And remember in this work, we always want to keep working with our hands basically out in front of us and a little bit up. So it's never about holding our hands down low, which is some people think when they're trying to get horses to go into the stretch, they start holding their hands lower and lower. That actually doesn't help. The better you get at this, the more you realize your hands can just stay kind of where they belong. But in the beginning, it's also with horses that are just getting the contact. It's important. That's why we follow up with our hands and do some of these different things, because the horse hasn't stabilized. So we can't expect it to just go correctly on the bridle. Once again, it's that idea that we have to build it before we can drive it. Keep that going. Now begin to develop a working walk again down this next long side. So as you begin to bring him up, think of stretching up through your spine, lifting your chest, lightening yourself in the saddle as you begin to ask for a little more activity under your legs. Those to activate from your legs like that. Good. That's it. Keep right there. That's coming into a good working walk. Keep that going. Good. Remember sometimes that we want to soften with the outside rein, not always just the inside. We tend to go around using our inside reins, but we need sometimes the outside. Good. Keep this working walk. This is coming really nicely. Keep it right there. When you, once again, begin to prepare to trot, and whenever you feel it's ready, you go into a trot as best you can. I never expect these things to be perfect at this point, but get to walk as good as you can get it right there. Now that looks like a good walk. He's over his back. So good. That was not a bad upwards transition. You lifted up a little bit, but not bad at all. And just continue to go large and see if you'll just soften into your hands there, just keeping your hands kind of where they are. Just getting him trotting out in front of you like that. There he goes, right into it. Keep that going, just like that. That's wonderful. Really good, Hanna. And just do the same thing again. He lifts up, lift your chest and get him ahead of your leg again until he softens back into the contact and rounds underneath you. A little more activity. He's gotten a little slow. He's not pushing hard enough behind. He's not starting to lift. He's letting himself fall out behind a little bit. So he got a little lazy there. There like that. That's better. Good right there. Good. Now you have him there. Keep it that. All right. Try again. Come to this corner there. Kind of suck back a little before the corner. And that's also, we want to keep making yourself fairly wide corners. So we never want to take them too deep there. Going straight ahead again. Once again, letting him soften in front of you. There you go, like that. Good right there. Good right there. Good. Now go ahead and let him have a stretch. He's asking for it at this point. If he'll give us the stretch and keep going, go ahead and ask for it all the way down. Good. Keep it going. Go large. Give a little tap with your whip. Get a little more out of him while he stretches so he doesn't just stretch and get lazy. You want him to stretch and keep swinging through more actively. Like that. Good. Good. Now a little more active yet. That's really good. Keep yourself back like that. You're doing a great job. Keep yourself back like that, a little more active again down this next long side. Think of lengthening the stride down the next long side. So you really get him to activate and really swing through. Like that, a little bit more. Like that. There you go. Really good job there. Good. Keep that going. Keep that going. Good. Keep that going. Very good. Keep it going. Now just bring him up in front of you. Bring his pole up. Like that, and find your working trot. Good. Keep that going. Not bad. Keep it going. Go ahead and turn out for the center line and do a leg heel to the right. That's really coming nicely now. You got through that corner without him hollowing on you that time. That was much better. And again, leg heel. Good. Good. There you go. Now he's going like that. Stopping him into it. Good. And a little more active. And right into a big, deep stretch again, making him really active into the stretch. The stretch up and really getting moving around that circle again once we give him that freedom. Like this. Keep that. Keep that. Keep it going. Like this. Wonderful. Again, tap. A little more active. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Like that. Really good. Keep it going. Like that. Really nicely done. Very good. Right there. Good. Now go large. And again, bring him up about midway. And when you get to the middle of the short side at the other end, ask him to canter. And go into a 2-point position when you feel he's balanced. Very good. Good. Just getting up off his back and just letting that canter roll along underneath you, keeping him soft, but that's really good. The way he is right there, it's just fine. Keep that. Good. Take the next diagonal and change to the trot at X. Good, nice trot right there. That was a really good trot after that. Really good. Now go large, same thing here, just getting off his back. Always getting a little more than what he wants to just give you. If he's giving you kind of a lazy canter, so you can get a little more coming forward like you have him now is really good. Keep that as you go large. Really good canter. Really good. Good, good. Keep that going. Now halfway down this long side, bring him back to a trot, rising, stretch up and try to go right into a circle, into a working trot. Like that. Very nice right there. It's fantastic trot now. Keep that. Keep yourself stretched up. Bring his pole up just a little bit now. We've got all that good energy. Let's keep it on the bridle right there. Keep that. Keep that right there. Get to soften just that little bit more right there. It's wonderful. Keep that. Keep that. Now, keep that as you go large and maintain that working trot so you can keep it just where it is. Remember, don't get too deep in the corner because that will slow him down. So when you get down here, feel free to start making your turn about there before he gets too far down there that we don't get him buried like that. Good. Keep that trot. Keep him up. Keep him up. Keep him up. Now change the rein across the diagonal. Keep the trot going just the way you have it here. Good. Once again, bringing those hands back together in front of you again like that. Good. A little more power in it. Give him a little tap again. Go large. Keep that. A little more power. Give him a little tap. He's kind of falling out behind a little bit again. Good. Like this. There. Good. There. Right there. That's fantastic. Keep that and go large. Really good trot. Best trot we've seen out of him yet. Right there. Keep it right there. Tap. Keep yourself stretched up. Keep it going like that. Tap again. Kind of lost a little bit coming through that corner. Stalled on you for a moment. Get him straight again. And once again, straighten your outside rein. Straighten him a little bit with your outside rein. There you go, like that. Remember, it's not always the inside. Keep it right there. Keep it right there. Go right through this end. Keep him right there in that working trot. Don't change a thing. Keep it. Tap right there. He's starting to lose it a little bit. Tap. Power up underneath you again, like that. Keep it going. Keep it right there. Good. Keep him right there. That's what I want to see. Don't let him stretch now. Keep that power. Keep him midway there. Keep it a little bit more. There you go. Good. And go large. Just wanting to soften just a little bit more. One more time. Down this long side. Stretch up. Give him a little tap. He softens back into your hand and gets a little more power up under your seat. Keep asking there. Keep going. Keep going. We're not quite there. He softens. There you go. That's getting better there. Like that. Good. Now on a circle here, just like that. Keep him soft. Every circle's a little moment to put him a little bit into shoulder 4. Keep that. So we get him a little more in the bridle, like that. A little, keep it going, like that. Keep him soft. There, a little bit more. Tap. Keep it going. Keep it going. Don't let him fade on you. Right there. Good, good. Keep it going. Keep it going. Good, good. Right there. Really good. Keep it going. Keep it going down this long side. And now ask him back to a walk. Oh, really nice downward transition. Let him stretch all the way out in front of you there. And just walk him out now. That was really good. By far, that little bit we had there was the best trot we've seen on him yet. Now go ahead, keep him walking out large, keep it a little bigger, so you can keep him stepping out. We come back to this walk, we want to reestablish that big swing again. It's certainly nice to see this horse starting to have a motor that is starting to go under his own power. And just keep that big walk going. Go ahead and change the rein across the diagonal, just keeping that big step going like this. You're happy with this? Good. And change your whip about midway there. Sorry. Keep that going. Good, really nice walk there. Now I want you to just bring him back up into the working walk, going down this long side. So try to keep that same activity, and all you're going to do is like bringing his pole up like that, little touch of your leg, keep the walk exactly the same. Try to soften into the jaw and pole right there so we really feel that connection across his back. That's really nice right there. It's a good working walk. Keep that right there. Don't let anything change. Keep it just there. That's really good. You keep trying to bring your hands together to correct him more with your legs than by trying to pull him out. Keep that little more power in the step. Keep it going. Almost done here, tap. Keep it just a few more. There you go. Keep him up through the back. Keep him up in his back. And just keep going straight there. Good. And go ahead and lock walking on the circle is fine. And use the circle just to ask him to soften a little bit more. It's almost there. Just want, there you go, like that. There. Now we're getting there. Keep going. Keep going when to soften just a little bit more. Get a little more consistent. He's still trying to raise up and kind of lose energy and drop down. Good, like that. That's where I want to see it right there. It's really good. Right there. And you may halt right there and dismount. Really, really nice work today, Hannah. This horse just gets better every time I see him. It's wonderful. Great job.
Little bit of foam.
What a good boy. And come on over and we'll talk about that. Pretty much liked everything about that today. Pretty fantastic. I thought that was that when I told you there, that was the best trot, the best working trot we've seen out of him yet. Really consistent. Boy, he was really starting to, you feel how much more he's powering underneath you now? Yeah, really starting to lift you in the saddle. And of course, conversely, when you feel him disengage and feel how you drop down kind of in the saddle, getting conscious of that. You know, most people go through their whole lives these days riding horses hollow or forced into tension, one or the other. They don't know the difference between one that's just swinging through and carrying you, yet without either tension or without being collapsed underneath you.
Right.
But everything is just coming together absolutely wonderfully with this horse. I couldn't be happier with what I just saw today. Any questions from you?
No.
Nope. Very good. Well, I say, and maybe we'll do this the next time I see you. But he's probably ready to try now, just getting on him, try. But let's try it till like the next time I see you, we're just going to get on him and ride him without doing any groundwork at all and see how far we've come.
Okay.
You know, in the meantime, do everything else. And I think we might be just there. But Rhonda couldn't be happy with where this horse is going. It's just, every time it's just better and better.
Yeah, he's
Really
looking fantastic. And when you get on him to ride him, it doesn't take long to get you where he's got to be. Which is awesome.
Really good. He looks much happier look on his face, and a softer, and actually much more interested. It's interesting to take horses. You know, this horse always had this blanked out look in his eyes, like he was just frozen. You know, now they look like he looks at you with some degree of interest. You know, instead of just like, what's coming next? You know, so great job, you guys. All right, we'll take a minute, and we'll look forward to seeing Calvin here in a couple of minutes.
Yep, sounds good. Thanks, Will.
You're welcome. Okay, Nicholas, you want November? Mick? Mick, are you hungry?
Okay, you're live.
Hey, and we are back with Calvin and Darcy. How's it gone this week with him?
It's been good. I did something interesting yesterday that worked really well. I've been experimenting a bit, and so
Yeah.
you know how it always takes me like 5 minutes. It feels like maybe it's less than that to get him at a nice stretch at the trot. So I started experimenting with like going back to what we used to do. Like as soon as he picked it up, I would go back to a walk. And then I did that like just a couple times. And then I went back to the trot and he was quite forward and nice. So I don't know. I just played around with some things.
Well, that's good because you go and do. There's no, I mean, the hard, fast, and rule is this: you have to keep observing your horse and what's working on today, and you start to change it. And that's the issue that this has been so nice working with this, because the problem is it does change day to day, and you need to be able to change. And as the horse develops, what do you do next, and all the above. And so it's never. I never want you to just do step by step exactly the routine I give you. I want you to go through it. I want you to keep changing it up slightly, and of course, as the summertime comes, being able to add outdoor riding and this sort of thing to the horse, and all this stuff, that all has to be part of what we're doing here.
Sure.
But in the meantime, in that first step, until you're till we're building working gaits. I mean, once the horse has good, consistent working gaits, well, then you start doing everything else that you want to do. Cross country or jumping or whatever you want to add to what you do, but you got to get those working gaits first, and everything else comes from that. All right, well, let's get to work then. And I know it's pretty warm there. We're going to do just what we did with the last one, since it's so warm. We're going to go on the lunge line with the side reins, and we're going to go ahead and hook them up on top. So we're just going to start right with that today.
Oh, okay.
So generally speaking, sometimes when it's warm like this, they're all kind of warmed up. You don't have to do so much. Their bodies aren't so tight from sitting around in the freezing cold. You know what I mean? That sort of thing.
Sure.
And it might be a good day to just, and of course, we never want to overwork them when it's hot, especially when it's suddenly gotten hot and they're not used to it. Just like,
I worked him pretty hard the last couple of days, and it was pretty hot, but I don't know. I say that, and then it was funny. After I got done, I was like, apparently not hard enough, because he wasn't even sweating that badly.
Well, there you go. So, yeah.
That wasn't that hard, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, on some level, I think part of that transition work I did going back to the walk, the walk is so good. Let me integrate a little bit more of it. I don't know. I just started playing around in my own head about how do I...
Well, once again, in the beginning, what we're mostly doing is just getting the horse going and sort of going through the gears in the order as best we can, because we don't worry about the transitions yet.
Yeah.
And once they get consistent, then we start doing more transitions, So in other words, once they can stay in the working trot, or the trot can even consistent, then we can ask for the same thing in the walk.
Well, I'm going to put your side.
Like I said, we're going to go ahead and put the side reins on.
Hey. Whoa. Hey, maybe we'll start you going the opposite way, actually, since your canter is so much better going the other way. You forgot me.
I'm back here. Says, now I'm going to stretch.
Okay. I guess you're ready to go.
And just let him walk on. It's already coming very nicely. Keep that going. Very good. Very good. This is excellent. Really good.
And whoa, I'm just going to see if he wants to poop here real quick. But making it my idea.
Good.
Okay, then walk. You got to walk. And you got to actually walk. Oh, you know he is going to go. I kind of thought he would. Okay.
Good boy, Calvin.
Yep. Good job.
Good. I love this walk that we're able to get right out of him. This is really good. He's starting to get a little more, he just needs to get a little more consistent in that contact, but that's coming really nicely like that. That's really good. Just keep that going just like this in the walk for a moment.
Come on. Over.
Good. Just keep that going. I just love how active he is there today. That's really good. Really good. Just keep that going for a moment. Loving this walk. Good.
Boy, there you go.
Really good. Now ask him to trot.
Ready? And up.
What about a canter?
There you
Good, that's getting better. Keep working that. It begins to soften.
go. Okay.
Take it. Go ahead and let him canter. It's a good canter. Keep that going. Go ahead and let him keep cantering. Take it when you can get it. It's all right.
Canter.
Go ahead and trot again. That's all right. You can come back to trot. If he wants to canter, go ahead and canter. I'm liking this canter. So if you keep doing this, it's much better, much less stiff-legged. Keep that. Good. Keep it going. He wants to do it. Good. Really good. Now ask him back to a trot. For him, that's really quite good. Good. Now let's see if we can stabilize the trot. Good. Right there. Good. Good. Now let yourself just begin to stand still. Don't walk so much. So he just stabilizes on that like 15-meter circle, something like that. Like that. Hold your ground a little bit. Keep moving his hindquarters a little bit to the outside. That's it. That's what we're trying to work on here. There you go. Till you see him soften back into the contact again. Keep that. That's it. Keep it going. Good there. Good. Really good there. Really good there. Keep that. Just like that. Very good. Very good. Very good. Now go ahead and canter. Try to keep it going till I tell you otherwise. A couple of circles here. Keep it going. Good. There. He's softening nicely into that canter. That's really good. That's good. Keep it going. 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 Once again, try not to let it go too far out. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Keep. Now trot. Very good. And bring him right in towards you a little bit. Just yield those hindquarters right away as soon as you come back to the trot and get him to soften into the contact like that. That's really good now. That's really nice. Really nicely done. Keep that there. Right there. Excellent. Keep it. Now bring him a little closer to you again. So stand still so we're making the circle a little bit smaller. So stop following so much. There you go, like that. So we just stay right there. Really, really good. Wonderful trot right there. That's excellent. Keep it going like that. He starts to come up, yield the hindquarters a little bit. If he starts to come out of the contact like this. Good. Very good. Keep it. Keep that. And now let him walk again. Very nice. So just keep the walk from it. That was fantastic. Best canter we've seen yet. And as he comes to the center line, you can let him halt and change directions. Good. And just trying to yield his hindquarters just a little bit more. So he's kind of falling out with the shoulders. So try to get the hindquarters. There you go. See how that brings him into the contact. And just walk again. Not quite ready yet.
And walk. Good boy.
Good.
There you go.
Good. Like that. Good. Keep that. And now ask him to trot.
Boy.
Keep trying to yield his hindquarters a little bit. See how he wanted to start. Started with his front end a little bit, which he tends to do. A little bit worse about it in this direction. Keep that going. There we go. That's coming. Good. Keep trying to yield his hindquarters. Every time he dips down too low, same. The correction is yielding his hindquarters again, so the pole comes up a little bit like that. Keeping that. Keep it going. Let him walk again. And can you take those side reins a little bit shorter? Can they go like 2 holes shorter than they are? Or no? Are they all the way out?
I forgot.
Okay, if they are, that's okay. Just leave it at that. Go ahead and trot again.
And trot. And trot. Good boy.
Once again, yield his hindquarters a little more. Like that. So you see him come back into the contact. Like that. Good. Now ask him to canter in this direction. Keep it going. 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 That's getting better. Keep it going. 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 Good. This is getting better in this direction. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Until he softens. Keep it going. 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 Don't let him break. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep him going. There you go. There. That's better. Getting better now. There. Now trot. Just got a few better strides there. We started to get over his back a little more. Now let him stabilize in that trot again. Bring him a little closer to you again. So come bring him in a little bit, and we're going to keep him in from the side. So we're working now more like on a 15-meter circle. Yielding his hindquarters, of course, each time. Once again, look and see where his body is. Are his hindquarters way to the inside of the circle her shoulders are on? That's better. Keep yielding the hindquarters. He's still a little bit in with his hips in this direction. Good. Good. And now go ahead and canter again in this direction. Keep it going. You can see how he struggles a little bit more to make that transition in this direction. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. There you go. Till he starts finding his back. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going now. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Good. Don't let it break. Don't let him break. Don't let him break. He's going to find it this time. There. Keep it going. 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 There. Now trot. Looking for him to soften that little bit more. Good job. And now trot. Now once again, bring him right in a little smaller circle. Yield his hindquarters again. Powering through his back as you yield his hindquarters a little bit more to the outside. Good. Circle there. Good. Keep that. Good activity. Keep that. Keep it going. Keep it going. Almost there. Yeah, better right there. There we go. Good, good. Keep that right there, right there. Keep that. Good power in that trot. Good. Good, good. Keep that right there. Keep that. Excellent. Excellent. Keep it. Good. Now let him walk. I mean.
Walk. Good boy. Yeah, walk.
Really nice. I'm just keeping that walk now. Now bring him a little closer to you, get a little contact, and once again, yield his hindquarters. If you lift your whip to yield the hindquarters and you have no contact, well, he's just going to move his whole body away from you. So we have to have that slack out of the line when we ask him to move the hindquarters so he doesn't just throw the shoulder to the outside. Like that. And keep working that, like that, around that smaller circle. Good. Good there. Now let your circle stay a little bigger now there once he starts to yield for you. Keep that. Good. And now let him halt. Boy.
Never seen him drool like this.
All right, we're ready to get you up there. That's good. He's looking good. Best can. One direction is really good. The other one was better today.
Yeah.
Getting better all the time. The other one's getting really good.
Good boy.
So how you feeling? Not too hot? Not cooking or anything out there?
No, he's sweating a
Good.
little bit. He's fine. He's not super, like, he's not breathing super heavy
Yeah.
either. I think it was that one day it got really hot here and we were doing a lesson. It was like, you get nervous when he starts breathing so heavy.
Yep. Well, that's what we used to worry so much about that cue horse. She's finally over all that, but man, she would just sound like she was going to drop over dead.
Okay, let's see here, Calvin. I've been experimenting with, but
Experimenting with what?
I've also been experimenting with, but I don't feel ready to show anyone on streaming. Trot and my canter a little bit, but only on the right side. I've been asking for a canter because that right side looks so good on the lunge that I thought, why not try it?
Yeah. And how did it go?
Well, it sure, Ron. So I don't get it the first or the second or the third try a lot of times.
Well,
I don't like quit. Get it before we quit. So I think that's good, you know. And I will say this is that ever since I've been trying to get the canter, oh my God, the trot I get is amazing.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so that teaches you to activate the trot more,
right? Like if anything, I kind of go, oh my God, I had no idea he had this trot in him. Like that was available. So now that I know that, I feel like I can actually get a better trot even when I'm not.
Excellent.
And the sit trot, like, oh.
Don't worry about that.
It's so hard. But I'll tell you, I did find that it's easier for me to go from the walk into the sit, go from a posting trot into a sit trot. And then I only do it for a few strides where I feel like it's quality, and then I go back to the posting.
That's good. It will get easier as he gets more consistently over his back.
Yeah. Well, that's the hard part, too, is that what I was finding is if I go from posting to sitting, he immediately thought, oh, it's time to quit. So it's really hard to get, like...
to quit. Right.
I'm like, no, I'm not asking to stop. Ron, you put the otter in a place I'm not supposed to go with the pivio or whatever it is. What's it called? Can you bring it over here? Just for me to take a sip.
Well, you guys' footing certainly looks like it's settled down pretty nicely, huh?
The what?
Your footing seems to have settled down
Yeah,
nicely.
it's really nice right now.
Good, good.
Very happy with it.
You have to put some more mag flakes on it because it's a little dry, but it's actually pretty nice.
It's because it's gotten so dry this summer, this spring. Honey, I don't, okay, if you really want it. I dropped it in the sand, but. Oops.
Good boy, Calvin.
Oh. Remember if I tightened both sides of the screw. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, I did. Okay. Ooh.
All right, just go large in that. What is already starting out to be an active, nice walk. Good. That's really off to a good start. That's great. Just having him come out with that much activity, you can just go ahead and go large, continue to go large. Just working him into the stretch in front of you, but the activity for him is really good. Yeah, really nice. Really nice. And keep that going down the long side. Really nicely done. That's how we want to be able to start a lesson, right there. Stretched all the way out. Just keep that going. That's really good. Remember how long it used to take you to get down the long side on this horse in the walk?
Yeah. I feel like we walk with a purpose.
This is really good. Just go large and keep that walk just the way you have it. I'm loving this. This is really good. Starting out exactly where we'd like it to be. And just go ahead and keep this, and then keeping the same thing. You're going to change across the opposite diagonal and change the rein. Keep them stretching out in front of you. Big active swinging step. Good. And go ahead and change the rein on the diagonal. There you are. Sorry, camera needed to catch up for a moment. There you are. Good. Really nice walk coming across there. That's really good. Now, once again, if you were in a dressage show right now, that walk you got there would be exactly the walk they'd want to see coming across the diagonal when you have that walk. Free walking along, that's so nice. Pushing into the contact. Good. Now go ahead and turn down the center line and leg yield to the right, keeping him still in the stretch to start with. You're going to move him off of your left leg. There you go, starting, get a little more, keep it going. There you go, starting, get a little more step over. Good. This is this hard side too. That side's usually difficult. So for the first one in that direction, that was pretty good. Keep that going. Very nice. Now go ahead and change the rein across the next diagonal. I'm loving this big walk that he has now. I like this. Really good. Keep that right there. That's really a good walk right there. Very nicely done. That's excellent. And turn by the center line here at this end and do a leg yield to the left. And we're still in the stretch. Good. Keep that going. Good. Good. Keep it going. Consistent step over. Every step the same. Like that, a little more. Good. Now, as you reach the long side, I want you to just begin to bring his pole up and just see if he'll stabilize into a working walk. The walk you have there is really good, so all we're looking for is just to bring the pole up and let it stabilize in the bridle, softening a little bit the jaw and pole. Keep that going. Good. Just go straight. And bring him up just a little bit more, letting your hands come together in front of you there a little bit more. There you go. So it comes up in the bridle, and we have a little more softening of the jaw and pole. Good. Keep him up there. That's really good. Keep this walk. Good working walk now. Keep it right here. Same step underneath you. Give him a little bump with your legs or a little top of the whip. And as you stretch up really straight and get him to come up underneath your step. Like that. Keep him on the bridle there. Good. Really nice. Go large in this walk. Get a little more focus. He's a little flat right now and sort of came off the bridle a little bit. So ask for a little more energy, but bring him up a little bit in the pole and see if you can keep him a little softer at the jaw. Like that. Good. Keep that. Keep working on that. Keep him up there. Good. Now down the next long side, we're going to do a shoulder 4. Okay, there we go. Yep, catch up. There we go. Good job. Right there. Good. Keep that. Keep that working walk. Right there. Very good. Keep that. Keep it coming down the long side. Soften him a little bit with your outside rein, not always just the inside. So we keep him really straight. Very nice there. Now go straight down the center line and change the rein. Keep him up in the working walk. Got a little flat on your turn. You kind of threw away your outside rein a little bit, so he kind of flattened out and the nose kind of poked up. So soften him again with your outside rein. So he sort of fell out to the outside as you went through that corner. Keep him up a little bit more, and you're going to track to the left at the top. And shoulder 4 down the next long side. Keep him up a little bit more so he's kind of flattened out. So I want you to stretch up, get a little more step underneath the body, and ask him to soften into the contact a little bit more. Bring him up just a little bit more. Remember to soften sometimes with your outside rein, not just the inside. And get contact with that outside rein. There you go. Keep it up there. Keep it up there. Okay, keep that shoulder in, coming down the long side. Soften him a little bit with your outside rein by giving and taking. See if you can soften that side a little bit more. And on the circle here, stretch up and keeping him on the bridle in a working walk. Now think about putting him a little bit shoulder 4 on the circle. He's flattened out, so the neck is kind of dropped forward and kind of lost the spring, so to speak. So put him into a shoulder 4 on your circle to the left. So I want you to put him on a shoulder 4 on the circle. So look to the center of the circle so you kind of get an idea of where you are, getting to move off of your inside leg around the circle. This is getting better. Good. Look to the inside. Good. Now ask him to soften the jaw and pole a little bit. So take a little more contact there. Bring it up a little bit and see if you'll soften in your hands a little bit more. Keep it active. That's it. Keep asking for a little bit more. Good. Keep it up there. Don't let him pull the reins out of your hands. Keep him up a little bit more. Bring his pole up a little bit more while you keep it active. Position him a little more shoulder 4. See how his shoulders have fallen out to the right. Look back to the center of the circle so you know where the center is, so you know that you're bringing him to the inside. Like pick a spot in the center of your circle to look at on the ground. Now bring his shoulders more to the inside and his haunches to the outside while you keep your eye on that point in the center. Haunches more to the outside. Haunches a little more. There you go, like that. Haunches to the outside. Now you're starting to get it. Haunches fell out a little bit to the right, so that's where you needed to soften. You need to take a little more contact with your outside rein and don't just let him fall through there. So it's always that giving and taking thing. Go ahead and go large again in the walk. More active. See how the walk is kind of flattened out. He's kind of gotten flat and he's kind of falling. Go ahead and let him stretch out for a minute and just get your walk active again. I like that. Really get it active now. Really active. That's good in that stretch. Really make a step. So he doesn't just stretch, but when you stretch, the stride becomes longer and more swinging. Even a little more. Go ahead and go large down this long side and really open up the walk. I want to see it really open up. Don't be afraid to tap with him. There's no big deal. Should he go into a trot, it wouldn't be the end of the world. It would just be him trying to figure out what it is that you want and you trying to figure out how to ask him for that. And sometimes he might make a mistake and go into the trot. Now I want you to bring your hands together in front of you, bringing his pole up. Keep yourself very focused in your seat there. Bring your chest up, back straight. Now bring him into a shoulder 4 down the next long side. Good. Keep shortening your reins a little bit, asking him to soften a little more. There you go. Keep him up there. Hands come a little bit to the inside to help you control the shoulder with the outside rein. There, that's better. Keep asking to soften and soften a little bit with your outside rein, using the right rein to give and take, not always just the inside, like that. We never want to seesaw, but sometimes they're a little stiff on the outside, not the inside. That's better. That was much better that time. Good. Now, go straight down the center line again and change the rein. Keep him on the bridle. Now try not to let everything change as we're making a circle, or a turn rather. Don't let him completely fall apart. Add a little more energy. Now wide array, stretch up. Little bumps of your leg again. Tap of your whip if you need to be sure we activate him again. And we're going to track to the right and right into a shoulder in down the next long side. Walk is a little slow right now. It's kind of lost a little bit of that big step that we had. And now shoulder in. Bring him up in your outside rein. Yeah, like that. There, keep that. There, much better. Now you got it. Good, keep that. Now soften outside rein again. Good, like that. Good. Remember, never more bend in the shoulder than is in the whole body that is underneath your seat where you're sitting. Good. Now circle right there and keep that working walk around the circle. Think about shoulder 4 around the circle. Think about being sure he's off of your inside leg. Now, don't let him flatten out as you turn. So you're starting to drop the neck out forward. He's kind of throwing the shoulders to the outside. Now, get him a little more off of your inside leg and bring his shoulders more to the right with the reins. Try using them a little more. I don't need to be strongly, but you get contact with him and experiment with how much you need. That's getting better there. Good. Now we're getting better. Ask him to soften a little bit more. So you want a little more softening of the jaw and pole, build more impulsion in it. So give him a little tap and get more energy. So the energy bubbles up underneath you a little bit, so to speak. Getting a little flat there, you're letting your outside rein go too much. So now he's just kind of flattening and we're sort of bending to the inside with the neck again. Keep him up in that outside rein again. Once again, a little more power in the step. Give him a little tap. Make it a little stronger. Get him to step up into that outside rein. Look to the inside. Bring his shoulders up into the inside a little bit. There you go. No, his neck up a little bit. There you go. Like that. That's better. Keep that. Now move and make your circle bigger now so he's not just falling into the inside of the circle. Now you're throwing away your outside rein again. See how he's just kind of getting longer in the neck. You're not keeping him up. I want you to keep him up there and move the hindquarters around. Keep trying that a little bit more. Look to the inside. Good. The walk is getting better here. Good. Keep it a little bit up. There you go. This is getting better. Now there we go. Now we're starting to get it. There's a better walk right there. Good. Keep that. Now, as you come around this corner, don't let him flatten out. Soften him where you need to. Sometimes it's the inside. Sometimes, like right now, it's the outside. As he gets right there and he starts throwing his shoulder towards the outdoor over there, give him a little tap and move him up underneath you again. Tap. Get more power in as we prepare to trot. So staying on the circle, I want you to prepare to trot. So build the energy in the horse so you feel like all you're going to have to do is just tap with both legs together even a bit more. It's not quite there yet. It feels a little lazy. There. Build a little more. Build a little more. Good. And whenever you think he's ready, ask him to trot on the circle and stay on the circle. Now, don't let him stretch right out. Bring your reins a little bit to the right. Make him active. Let's see if we can soften him onto the bridle. Much like when you have the side reins on there. Tap. Tap again. Move his hindquarters a little bit to the outside. Keep that going. Tap. Again, active. Good. There. About midway down there. Right there. You're starting to get the working trot. There you go. And ask again. You had it nicely, and you just kind of faded out of it a little bit. Once again, tap a little more energy in it. Get him to soften. Sometimes it's your outside rein that has to ask him to soften when he's falling through the outside rein. You keep that going. A little more off of your inside leg. Give him a little tap behind there. Move the hindquarters a little bit to the outside again. There, getting a better trot now. Keep asking him to soften. Now go ahead and stretch him all the way down now and make his trot more active and bigger swing and a bigger swing as you stretch him down. So asking it to be more active. We're actually asking him to work a little harder now when we give him the stretch. Good, now more active till he starts to lift you up. Tap. Like that. That's better. Keep working that. I want him to stretch, but I want him to get that activity and more lift through the stretch. Like that. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. And again, back into the stretch again. Getting a little bit sticky there. There you go. Good job right there. Good. Now go ahead and bring him up. Let your hands come together in front of you. And go large. Shorten your reins and let your hands shorten in front of you. Lower your hands and let them come in front of you. And just stabilize your hands there a moment. And put your hands together in front of you. Keep it right there. Let him bring him up a little bit now. Little touches. Bring him up. Good. A little more power in it. Tap. So yeah, that's good. Now you're getting it. Those hands there. Good. Keep the hands there in front of him. Keep your seat coming through. Add a little more power to it. Just go straight down the long side. Just looking for a working trot. Then straight, softening the jaw and pole a little bit. Good. Bring those hands back together in front of you again. There. Good. Keep that. And go large. Keep that trot. Ask him to soften. He's kind of flattening. Remember these corners. Don't let him just completely flatten out. Go straight again and go large. Straight there. Good. Now turn out to the center line and leg yield to the left. Keep that there. Good. And whenever our goal is to stabilize him in the working trot. What we're looking for and just get him to stay in one position right there. That's good. That's getting better. Ask him to soften. Get him to step over a little more. There you go. That's better. Better. Now right onto a circle. Bring your hands together though. Bring your hands together in front of you again. Shoulders back a little bit and ask him to soften. Now use your rein a little bit. Now you need to use the rein. Get a little contact with him there. And look around your circle. There, like this. And ask him to soften a little bit. Close your fingers on the reins. Ask him to soften that jaw and pole. Keep asking. There you go, right there. Like that. Good. Keep that. You feel that little more power up through the back when he gives the jaw and pole. Go large again. Keep him right there. Not a bad trot there. Keep it there. Active. Keep it just like that. Now shoulder forward down the next long side. Keep your hands where they belong. They're in front of you. You're just going to come a little bit to the right to displace his shoulders off the rail. And we're going to keep softening, but we're never letting it become a hard contact against his mouth. And now a little shoulder forward all the way down this long side. And asking him to soften throughout all that. Keep it going. Good. Keep it going. In and out there, but not too bad. Good. Now right onto a circle again here. Push the hindquarters out to the outside a little bit. So we get him a little, think shoulder four on your circle here. Look to the right and bring his shoulders to the right, hindquarters to the left. On your circle, there. Lower your hands, get him that back there again. Ask him to soften back into the frame. That's getting better. There you go, right there. Now you got it, right there. Good, good, good. Now go large. Keep him there in that working trot. As you go large, keep it the same. Now let him stretch all the way down. Keep it going through the short side and change the rein across the next diagonal in the stretch. Keep it right there. Really good. And of course, this is as much for you as it is for the horse, because when he stretches down like this, you have nothing to balance against. It makes you learn how to be in balance with yourself and with the motion instead of against the horse's mouth, which so many people are today. Like that. Good. Keep it going there. Now go ahead and let him take your contact and soften him back into the working trot on the circle here. So go ahead and got a little bit flat there. So once again, now think about moving the hindquarters outside. Shoulder four on your circle. Till we get him back engaging that inside hind leg again. Get a little contact with her outside rein. There you go. Good stretch there. Just go ahead and keep the power in that. Now that's really good. Really keep him working like that. That's excellent. Keep that powerful. Keep that power in it like that. Really good. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. That little bit deeper again. Keep it going around your circle. Look around the circle. There you go. Good there. There. Good. Now bring him up and shorten your reins and stabilize him up into the working position. That's a good stretch in the trot, swinging nicely through his back. Bring his pole up and circle here. Think about getting a little more shoulder fore. Asking to soften the jaw and pole just a little bit more. Bring your hands a little more to the left again. Ask him to soften a little bit, get a little more flexion, keeping your hands there. There you go, a little bit more. Almost there. Ask for a little bit more. Just close your fingers on the reins a little bit, get a little more flexion. Keep asking a little bit more. There you go, that's better there. Go large now, keep him ahead of your leg. Keep him there, tap, keep it, go large as you go large. Very nice, keep that. Turn after the center line and leg yield to the right. Right there. And leg yield to the right. Keep softening him throughout this. So you're keeping him on the bridle. Don't just throw away the reins. Get a little more side maneuver. And right away into a circle there and putting a little bit of shoulder fore on that circle. Look around your circle again. Get him off that inside leg again. Ask him to soften. Take a little more active contact with your reins now. That time. Sometimes you're just throwing it away a little bit too much. So ask him to soften. There you go. That's better. Ask him to soften again in the circle. Keep it up here. Now move his hindquarters out on the circle a little bit. Think of putting him shoulder fore on the circle. Bring your hands together in front of you until he softens into the rein again. Again, same thing. Keep it going like that. You're almost there. Ask him to soften the jaw and pole a little more. Ask him to soften. Close your fingers on the reins. Keep him positioned in that shoulder fore. There you go, like that. Now you're getting it. Keep it there. And again, soften them a little bit more. Needs a little more flexion in order to get the maximum power out of his back. There. Go large again. Maintain this. Go large. Keep it right there. Straight and active over your back. Over his back, rather. Right there. Keep it going. Keep it going like this. Excellent. Right there. Keep it going through this corner. Keep looking ahead. Keep sending him to the reins with your legs. Shoulder forward down the next long side. Got a little flat through that short side there, so soften him again, stretch up, get the power back in it as you shoulder forward down this long side. Lower your outside rein a little bit, don't hold it up so high. There you go, keep it powering off of your legs, soften him a little more. Now right onto a circle here, maintaining that position of the shoulder forward on the circle. Maintaining him on the bridle, ask him to soften a little bit more, get him a little more on the bridle, kind of lost it, threw him away a little bit. Take your contact back again, like that. Ask him to soften. Good. Keep him off of that inside leg again. There, as he starts to soften back into the contact. Good. Keep it there. Keep it there. Keep it there. Powering into that. Good. Keep it there. Don't change a thing. Keep it right there. Keep it right there. Now go large. Go large in the trot. Keep your reins a little shorter there. Good. Right there. Change the rein across the next diagonal. Keep him right where you have him right now. Good. Look through this corner. Don't let him pull the reins out of your hands. You have to give a little bit on one rein. Just your shoulders always paralleling the shoulders of the horse. Your hands move accordingly. What we take on one, we give on the other when we change directions. And circle here again. Right away, you get the other side. Use a circle to put him back on the bridle. Got a little flat in the course of that. So once again, stretch up. Get him off of your inside leg again and back in the outside rein. Back into a working position. Tap again, get him to move off of your leg a little more. Moving to out. There you go. Now keep him there, soften him a little bit. Same thing again, get that little more power. Ask him to soften to the jaw and pole. Like that. Keep your hands there, right there. Keep him right there. Don't let it change. Keep it right there. Now bring his pole up a little bit from where it is without letting it come off the bridle. Put your shoulders back and lift your hand a little bit. There, coming nice. Again, soft, a little bit more. It's almost perfect. A little bit more flexion. Keep it there. Off of your inside leg again. There, that's getting better. Keep that, keep that, keep that. Good job. Now go large in the trot. Don't let him fade. Good, you didn't let him fade through your outside shoulder that time, coming through that corner. Go large. Keep it like this. Good, right there. Keep that power in it. Turn after the center line and leg yield to the left. And really stepping him off of that leg, like that. Good, good. Moving it right over to the rail, like that. Good, good. Now right onto a circle. Look up, right into a circle. Soften him a little bit with your outside ring. Get him back on the bridle again. Right away off of that inside leg, like this. Good. Keep it there. Tap. Move it over. Again, shoulders to the right, haunches to the outside. There, like that. Now you've got him on the bridle right there. That's really coming nicely. Keep that. Keep it right there. That's fantastic. Right there is absolutely wonderful. Best working trot you've had on him right there. Keep that. Go large and maintain it just like this. Don't let anything change. You'll let him flatten coming through that last corner. Go large. Keep it there. Keep him soft and in front of you like this, like this. Good job. Right there, right there. Now shoulder 4 again down the next long side. Really good. This is the best you've had him in the bridle. Keep it right there. Same thing down this long side. Keep the power in the trot. Keep him soft and listening to that outside rein. There. Good. Keep that all the way down. Keep softening him a little bit. Keep the flexion. Good. Now onto a circle here. And right there. Think about making him a little shoulder 4 on the circle. Just a little more flexion. Kind of lost it. Soften, stretch up, and take a little contact outside rein. Then soften him with the inside rein a little bit so we bring him back. He just hit him himself. There you go, right there. Keep that there. Now you've got him there. Keep that, keep that, keep that. Now stretch him all the way down in the trot. You stretch up as he stretches all the way down. Now really make him work in this stretch now. Even a bigger stride. Almost there. Keep it going like this. Really good. We get some real big float out of him. He starts to really lift you up. There. Keep that. Keep that. Tap. Get a little more power in it even yet. Tap. Good. Like this. Keep it. Keep that going. Keep it going. Almost there. Keep it going. Good. Good. Now bring him back up on the circle. Bring him up. Your hands very quickly. Bring your hands together in front of you. Right away, think of getting him off of that inside leg. Soften him a little more so we get a little more flexion, so we get a little more push through the back. Keep asking for that. A little more flexion. There you go. Right there. Fantastic. Right there. Right there. Go large now. Maintain that. Keep that position right there. Tap. Keep it strong. Active. Right there. Good. Keep it right there. Keep it right there. Keep it right there. Now let him walk and straight and into a working walk. Good job. Keep the working walk now. Keep it up. Keep his pole up. Wait till I tell you. Keep him up there so we keep the working walk for a moment. So now we begin to make decisions. In other words, we used to just let him go right into the stretch. Now we're going to keep him up in a working walk for a minute before we let him all the way down. Really good, right there. Keep that working walk. It's really the best I've seen, the best trot I've seen. That's really good right there. How does that walk feel to you right there?
Feels good.
Really excellent. Right there. It's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Now I just want you to turn across the school and ask him to halt crossing the center line. As you stretch up, be sure he's straight. Don't ask him to stop until he's straight. Straight underneath you, going both ways, and then ask him to halt there on the center line. You stretch up. Very nice. Right there. Now we're going to do something we haven't done, or maybe we have, but you're going to incline your upper body a little bit forward, and then you're going to put your legs on. You're going to ask him to rein back a couple of steps. So we lighten our seat and just close our fingers on the rein. Put your leg on. Good. And again, tap with your legs. Ask him backwards with your hands, just closing. Just give him stop again. Stop. Don't let him take off. Good. Shortening your reins again. And again, let your upper body come a little forward and then close your leg. Like that. Good. Now stop. Now straighten it up. Straighten up your upper body to stop the rein back. Like that. Good. Now walk forward again into that working walk. That was much better. So the idea is that we're closing the front door and we're opening the back door by letting our shoulders come a little forward, lightening our seat in the saddle so the horse feels that open door. Keep that working walk now, keeping it powerful there. Active, stepping up into it a little bit more. A little more flexion there, and back there like that. So you feel that little more flexion. Right there is perfect. Good. You see how his back came up, and all of a sudden when you got that flexion, it keeps the back up underneath you right there. Feel a difference in that. Good. Now, keeping him soft, keep on your circle just the way you have him, and you come back to center line. This time I want you to ask him to halt again. Stretch up, keep it there. Keep the walk going. Good. Then you're going to start to stretch up and ask him to soften into the halt. Good. Now, just at a standstill, I just want you to just close your reins and see if you'll soften his jaw for you a little bit, just without going anywhere, just by closing your hands on the reins a little bit. Good. Keep asking that a little bit more, see if you'll soften a little bit more for you. Good. Go ahead and try the rein back in this direction again. Just shorten your reins. We've never done. Shorten them up and let your upper body come forward. And then put your legs on. Put both legs back a little bit and then close your legs like that. Like that. Good, good. Now sit up to stop it. That was really good.
Boy,
Sit up to
Cal.
stop it. What a good boy. Now just let him walk forward and stretch him out.
Okay, good boy. Come on.
And just stretching him all the way out to finish. So we just get back to that big swinging walk.
That was the most back I've ever gotten on him.
Yep. I thought that was the best working trot we've had out of this horse yet. Really
Good
good.
today, actually.
And a good rein back. That's really coming nicely. That last time he was really understanding what you wanted. He was reading your seat. Very nice there. Just make it swing a little bit more. Just make it a little bit bigger there for a moment. Just so we finish that really big swing in the trot, in the walk rather. Like that. Really, really good. Always getting back to that big stretch out in front of you. Very nice. Now you can just ask him to halt and you can dismount. That was fantastic.
He heard you. He's like, okay, stop. He says stop.
Okay. He's smart enough to understand English. That's a good thing. All right, I couldn't be happier with what we saw today. And once again, we started with him like the other one where we came out, nice warm day, and just put him right to the upper side reins, and it really went well.
Yeah.
Had he not been ready for that, he would have just had a meltdown. It would have been hollow and not moving. So the fact that, once again, what we're always trying to do in training horses is trying to ask them for things that are within what they can do physically. Instead of so many people who say people think are great riders, they get on every horse and immediately trying to whip them up into something that they're not really prepared to do, which impresses people who don't know what they're looking at. But the problem is then the person who doesn't really know how to ride gets on after that person has done that. And now the horse is usually all jacked up or, or behind the bit or whatever the case may be. But anyway, you get the idea. So if your preparation has been right, when we ask horses for do these things, it should be fairly easy for them to do. As you see now, he fairly easily comes up into a working trot and takes contact without you doing too much. It's not like a big struggle any longer, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's probably the fastest I've got in one of my lessons to a nice trot, actually. Like it feels like it always used to take a long time to get there. So
yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, fantastic. Now, next week, we go back to Thursday next week for you guys. Is that correct?
Yeah, we do. I'll just tell you now, I'm going to be out of town most of the weekend and into next week. So I don't know how well I'll be doing next Thursday, but we'll try it anyway. I'm going to be home on Thursday. So.
Exactly. So you may as well do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Well, you guys have a great week. I couldn't be happier with these horses. Every time I see them, they're both better. So really, really good. Really super stuff. All right. You guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you next Thursday at the usual time.
Sounds good.
See you then. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Bye.